Hello friends, I am Amir Anul Nizami and today we are going to study the concepts for displacements and strain. So let's start. So first of all, to understand the displacements, we have to know about the reference configuration and the deformed configuration. So let's understand it. So for that we have to take any reference axis. Here we have considered x, y and z. Here x, y, z axis. This is the reference axis, and with respect to that, we are having a body here. We are considering a point P at this position within the body, particle P, and let at time equals to t naught or 0, and there is no deformation or no load is acting at this time. So we are telling this body as the reference configuration. And after the applications of the load, the body deforms somewhere here, and this is called a deformed configuration. So now to understand what is the displacement here, so the movement of this particle here within this body from this position to this position is the displacements of that particle. Okay, so this is the displacements of the particle, and how we get it? So we know that this is the capital X vector, and this capital X vector is with respect to this origin, means the reference axis. We are joining this with that vertical points, and the point here may be x, y and z. And similarly, this is the small x vector which is joined from the origin to this point P, and this is the deformed configuration, and we can say this as a P point also. At these places we can mark it as a P prime. So now we will see that the displacement u vector would be equals to this small x vector minus capital X vector. Because the triangle law of addition, we know that this x vector plus u vector would be equals to this small x vector. So we will see. So we'll see that this x vector, capital X vector, is x I cap plus y j cap plus g cap, and the small x vector would be x prime. And why we are saying x prime? Because this deformed configuration, we are having x prime, y prime and z prime, and this in the reference configuration we are having the coordinate as x, y and z. So therefore x vector would be here in the three dimension x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, and for this p prime we are having x prime I cap plus y prime j cap plus z prime k cap. So that's why it's written here. So small x vector would be equals to capital X vector plus small u vector. Why is it so? From triangle law of addition. Triangle law of vector addition. Vector addition. So the displacements would be, or displacements vector would be this small x vector minus capital X vector, that would be equals to x prime minus x of I cap plus y prime minus y of j cap plus z prime minus z of k cap. And this in the I cap direction, means x axis direction, we will have the displacements that would be ux. This will give us the displacements in the y direction, we are considering vy, and this will give us the displacement in the z coordinate direction, so that would be wz k cap. So we will understand first the one dimensional strain, and what is one dimensional strain. From here we will understand. So let's have a reference axis. This would be the reference axis. Reference axis, and suppose this is our body, which is, we can say that reference configuration, and this body is the deformed configuration. We are telling this as a reference configuration because at t equals to t naught equals to 0, this body was having no load applied, means no load was acting on it. So we have considered from the reference axis as this small element we have considered within this body AB, and at a distance x from here, at this point A, we have chosen this A point here, and this AB distance we are considering as a delta x, a small displacement, a small the gaps between this point A, distance A and B. And now after some time, when the load has been applied here, this body deformed in this manner that it got elongated, and this point A has shifted to this point A prime here. So with respect to the reference axis, this displacement would be the reference displacement would be x prime here of this point A prime. So this A prime and B prime is the elongated part of AB. So we have to know that what is the elongation here and what is the strain developed in this body. So for that, we know that this point A shifted to this A prime point. So this means that this point displaced to this point. That would be here the displacement u of x with respect to A, and then this B point has shifted to this position. So B has shifted to this point B prime. So now this displacement would be u of x plus del x. So from Taylor series expansion, Taylor series, we know that any function u of x plus delta x can be written as u of x plus du by dx into delta x plus 1 by 2 factorial d2u by dx square into delta x whole square plus so on. So we will not consider the quadratic part, or we will only terminate up to the linear portion du by dx into delta x up to linear portion. So we will just consider this linear part. So this would be the u of x plus delta x. So we know that AB part here is delta x. We know that this AB part is the delta x, and we have to find the A prime B prime first, and then we will find the strain, which would be the, here we will see that now A prime B prime is x, which is here from the reference axis. It is the displacement x plus u of x plus delta x plus u of x plus delta x minus of x prime. That would be, and x prime we know that x plus u of x. So this would be x plus delta x plus u of x plus delta x minus u of x. That would be here delta x plus u of x plus delta x minus u of x. We know that from the Taylor series expansion, this can be written as u of x plus du by dx into delta x. So from here we can cancel this two term. So what would be left with us? That would be now, that would be left A prime B prime would be now del x plus du by dx into delta x. So we will write here that change in length a prime b prime minus ab, and a prime b prime would be delta x plus du by dx into delta x minus of delta x. Now this delta x would get cancelled out. Okay, so it would be du by dx into delta x, and the strain we know that change in length upon original length, and change in length is we know a prime b prime minus ab, and the original length would be ab. So here we will see that a prime b prime minus ab is du by dx dx into delta x upon delta x. So this would get cancelled out, and that would be equals to du by dx. This would be the strain, and if it is one dimensional strain, so only we can see that this strain is along x, because if we take that this body is only moving in the x direction, and we are considering it as one dimensional, so along the one dimension only the linear strain is possible. So that would be equals to du by dx, and we will get this strain. So in the next class we will study for the two-dimensional strain and the three-dimensional strain. We will understand the concepts. So till then, have a nice day. Thank you.